What is vibing? This is Vish, and today I'm going to be sharing the Isha Kriya meditation full mandala experience. Also, if you can hit that subscribe button, I'll be truly grateful. I'm a meditation coach and I've got hundreds of people on their meditation journeys. If you have any questions as to how to start or even where to begin, either comment down below or message me on Instagram at VishVibes. Wow, so this full mandala experience has truly been an amazing spiritual practice. I was able to complete 48 days of doing it twice a day, and honestly the things that I learned, the developments that occurred are so invaluable, and there is no money that can be associated with this amount of development that happened on the inner self. So Isha Kriya is a meditation that is offered by Sadhguru to anyone and doesn't require any initiation. There's even a YouTube video by Sadhguru on his channel, which I will link down in the description. It is a very simple 12 to 15 minute meditation practice that anyone can do, and it's guided by Sadhguru himself. A huge part of this meditation practice is really just saying that I'm not the body and I'm not the mind. And if this is the first time you're hearing this, it might seem very strange, as it did to me initially. Now, before I go into discussing the details of this experience, I do want to first say and mention that the benefits that I'll be sharing with you all, I'm not going to go into too much detail, and that's mainly because I want you all to experience the benefits and not have any expectations as to what you should experience with this practice. I want you all to experience it all on your own, and really this video's intention is more of an encouragement as to why you should do the practice. And I really want you all to experience this fully. So going back to the I'm not the body, I'm not the mind phrase and part of the meditation chant, it's a very interesting thing because a beautiful sage named Ramana Maharishi asked a question which was so powerful, which was, who am I? You see, if you were to ask yourself that question, you might first say, I am Vish, or I am whatever your name is. But then if I were to ask you, what if you're born with a different name? Would you still be the same person? And honestly, you probably would be. So then if you're not that name, and your name is very changeable, then who are you? Then you might say that I'm this body and I'm this skin. But then, again, this body that you have right now, was it the same body that you had when you were born? It wasn't. It's really just grown through genetics and food that was put into the system to grow it. So yeah, you're still not the body either, not your mind. You'll have thoughts every single day and every single second, and a lot of the times most of us are attached to these thoughts. For example, when you think you're stressed, which is in this case a feeling, you'll tell yourself, I'm stressed. And essentially you're identifying yourself with this feeling. Are you that feeling? Are you the thought that describes that feeling? The answer is no, because at the end, feelings and thoughts are very temporary and transient. They come and go. You existed even when that feeling wasn't there. So therefore, you can't be that feeling, you can't be that thought. So at this point, we're realizing that we're not the body, we're not the name, we're not the feelings, we're not the thoughts. Are we the personality? Well, see, even that can be changed. Characteristics develop over time, characteristics change over time, they evolve. So there's a deeper sense of you within you that is not changing. And that is something I will let you explore on your own. And I won't be giving you too many answers with this because it's all about experiencing the truth of this answer. It's an experiential thing. Giving you words won't do justice to this beautiful question. So now, without getting into too much detail about the actual practice itself, hopefully that kind of explanation with regards to the question of who am I was able to shed more light to this chant, which is I'm not the body, I'm not the mind. It's able to help you realize, at least to a certain level, as to what you're not. When you learn what you're not, you'll eventually be able to uncover what you really are. And so it's all about breaking that attachment that most of us have with this body, with this mind, with the feelings and thoughts. So as Sadhguru says, by doing this chant and essentially Isha Kriya meditation, you'll eventually learn to detach yourself from the body and the mind, which I can honestly say that I've had the experience of. There will be so many moments where I'm having these thoughts, and let's just say events happen in the day. In the past, I would be very stuck to that event and stuck to that emotion, stuck to the thought. But now, due to the detachment, that glue-like substance that's on the system, as Sadhguru calls it, karma, becomes very, very loose, and that super glue becomes regular glue, and eventually it just becomes nothing. And so that's really what's helped with that detachment, just by doing this practice and chant. And it's so beautiful because such a simple chant and doing this Isha Kriya meditation, which is only taking 15 minutes a day, and if you do the Mandala, which if you're doing the first form of the Mandala, which is doing it twice a day for 48 days, then you have to do it twice a day, so in total it's 30 minutes. It has profound benefits and impacts. You see, you start to realize that when you start detaching yourself from the body and the mind, a lot of these quote-unquote negative feelings and thoughts and emotions don't affect you anymore. And naturally, you'll realize that your inner state is all about bliss and happiness. You'll just feel happy randomly and all the time, honestly, which is something I'm coming to realize. And ecstasy, which is something Sadhguru always talks about, is a very achievable state where you'll always just be ecstatic. I was even really grateful to have gotten my family into this practice and guide them through it, as I did play the clip for them. And they took the alternate route, which is a 90-day Isha Kriya practice, which instead of doing twice a day for 48 days, they did it once a day for 90 days. And I'm really, really proud and grateful that they were able to complete this whole process in 90 days. And honestly, even for the benefits for them were profound. I'll even make a video with them and have them share their own experiences with it. But to be honest, with COVID and all the stuff that's been happening, the family was getting very stressed out, and especially when everyone's stuck in the same house for months and months end, a lot of people were going crazy, and same in this household, just like many others. So I decided to get them to do this Isha Kriya practice, and honestly, I can very, very clearly say that it had such a strong benefit that they were all just naturally happy, and there were very little moments of tension and stress and even fighting or whatever it might be. It really reduced like crazy. So even for your family, I would encourage you all to practice this, and it will truly make a huge difference. And what's so beautiful is that it's not something that helps you achieve happiness from the outside. It really helps you tap into that inner peace, that inner happiness, that inner blissfulness, inner ecstasy that you have within you. It's just that all this attachment to the body, mind, and all these other things lead to this layered covering, and you're getting lost in the, what I like to call, the unconscious fog. All this unconscious fog would cover you, and you just essentially lose access to that innermost real state of you. By doing these practices, such as Isha Kriya, you're able to defog the system and loosen up that karmic baggage, as Sadhguru calls it. I want to conclude this by just thanking Sadhguru so much for introducing this practice to our life. Very grateful for him. And with all that being said, I just want to re-emphasize how I'd highly encourage you all to do this practice, but do it without any expectation. Hopefully this video will just serve as a motivation for you to start. And as Thomas Edison has said, it's 1% inspiration, 99% perspiration. So do this work, as in do the meditation practice on your own, and just make sure you don't have this expectation. I really just want this to propel you into starting the practice, and hopefully you will also see the various benefits. Thank you so much for watching this video. Take it joyfully, make it a great day, and stay conscious.